India is SUV country. Our roads, our traffic, our desire for space, and our overarching desire to rule over and bully everybody else on the road, that makes SUVs perfect for India. We also like SUVs to announce a presence, and it's a good thing that this Discovery Sport now draws a lot of the styling inspiration from the full-size Discovery, especially with these LED headlamps and the way Discovery is written across this clamshell bonnet. Now in this video, we're going to give you 5 reasons why SUVs are perfect for India. But first, click the bell icon, subscribe to the Evo India channel, and once you're done with that, watch till the end of this video because this is not going to be all hunky-dory. We'll also tell you why SUVs probably don't make as much sense for you. We like hanging out with friends, with family. The more space we have, the happier we Indians are. So this Discovery Sport, it's got a lot of space. Now these seats are wide, they're comfortable, great driving position, great sight lines. In the second row, there's a lot of space. You sit high up so you can see through the windscreen, and there are tons of USB points. So USB here, USB here, USB, and a cigarette lighter. This is comfortable, lots of shoulder room, and this huge glass roof, it lets a lot of air into the cabin. It does not open, so thankfully you can't stick kids' heads out of this. And finally, this third row, well, it is only for kids or your friends that you do not want to stay friendly with for any longer. There really is not much space here. Better you fold down these seats and load up the car. So if there is all the supermarket shelves are emptied out with this whole coronavirus scare, you can load up the Discovery Sport, head to the wild outdoors, and camp out for the next week until things pipe down. I have to get out of here. Driving in India, it's like a lottery, isn't it? You never know when this nice wide dual carriageway is suddenly going to end in nothing at all. You never know when there's going to be a speed breaker, when there's going to be a pothole. And that's why you need a robust SUV that can take everything in its stride. This Land Rover Discovery Sport, it fits the bill perfectly. Now it doesn't even have a sport mode. It doesn't even pretend to be very sporty like the X3 or the Q5. So on this terrain response mode button, which is this very unsatisfying little button over here, you get comfort, you get eco, and then you get the different terrain modes. So you get gravel, you get ruts, and you get sand. Or you can just leave it in auto terrain mode, and then you find a lake, you find a path, you get off the beaten track, and the Land Rover will sort itself for you. In terms of off-road ability, this is really, really good. So you can really get off the beaten track and discover tracks, discover trails, and that is something that makes owning a Land Rover so satisfying. The good news is that SUVs are no longer desperately underpowered. Even compact SUVs for that matter, they're getting turbo petrol motors, not those VZ 1.2 naturally aspirated motors. So they are quick, they are nice to drive, enjoyable to drive. This Land Rover Discovery Sport, it gets the BS6 version of the Ingenium diesel, makes 177 bhp, 430 Newton meters of torque. Now it's not really fantastically quick, and the throttle responses are not electric, but for most uses in India especially, it is perfectly alright. It can make quick overtaking moves, it can stay ahead of all kinds of traffic in India. What it is not is very efficient. I took it to Goa and it gives around 8.5 kmpl, that's about it. So it is a little thirsty on fuel and it is not very silent, but really for India, for most of our conditions, it really suits the bill perfectly. It gets a 9-speed automatic gearbox activated by this pistol grip. No longer do you get that rotary dial that whirs up from the center. This gearbox, I think it has too many gears in the box, so it is left hunting for gears at times, and sometimes it does activate with a thud. But honestly, for most users, especially when you're cruising like this on a highway, it works perfectly well. It is a very relaxing and quick way to do distances in. It seems weird to be recommending an SUV just because you sit high up, but it is true because in India you need every advantage on your side. Sitting high up like I am right now in this Discovery Sport, it gives me a better view of the road ahead. I can see who's coming from the wrong side. I can see the bike that is veering across right in front of me. I can see people cutting across, and this gives me time to react in advance and not react like right over there, right immediately. So that gives you that factor of safety that makes driving in India all the more relaxed and all the more stress-free. Now, while this Discovery Sport, it looks like a mere facelift, it actually has a new platform. This is JLR's new premium transverse architecture, and it has space for electrified powertrains. This diesel obviously is not electrified, and the handling, it's not electric. Now, it does not have the immediacy of, say, the BMW X3 or even the Volvo, the XC60. The steering, it is relaxed. It is relaxed in terms of its gearing. There's not too much in the way of feel. The ride quality is very good, but the handling, it is relaxed. So there is a fair bit and noticeable amount of body roll, which is exaggerated because you're sitting high up, and quick direction changes, that actually puts the car off. So it does feel a bit cumbersome when you're really going through quick switchbacks. But then again, the Land Rover is something that you actually cruise in. You don't hustle it. This does not like to be hustled. And when you're cruising, when you're taking things at a relaxed pace, which is actually not really relaxed, this Land Rover feels really good. In fact, the times when it does feel cumbersome is times when you really should be taking it a little bit easy. Those are times when you're driving a little too fast for Indian roads and highways. Most of all, SUVs get you respect. On the highway, you come up to a dinky hatchback, flash your lights, and he will get out of the way. In the city, nobody is going to jump in front of you. Trucks and buses, they give you way. And that means after a 10-12 hour long drive, you will emerge from the Discovery Sport feeling much, much fresher than you would if you were driving a regular car. But then again, I did tell you that it will not be all goody-goody. And the downside is that SUVs are pricey. Now, compact SUVs, what are they? They're nothing but hatchbacks with jacked up ride height, but manufacturers charge 20-25% more than those hatchbacks. Same with the Discovery Sport. The R-Dynamic trim costs 60.9 lakh rupees ex-showroom. It is pricey, but then again, the good things in life do not come cheap. Subscribe to the Evo India channel and hit the bell icon to keep pace with the thrill of driving.